Men Having Babies is here hoping to demystify some of that for you and to make the process a lot easier for everybody. I want to go a little bit over today's agenda. We're going to give a little bit of an overview right now. Then we want to give some of our wonderful sponsors and attendees a chance to tell us a little bit about themselves, tell you a little bit about themselves and their organizations. Then we're going to speak with these people who are here on stage with me right now, our expert panel. And then we're going to turn it over to you guys, members of the audience, who can direct questions either to our experts here on stage or to the exhibitors you're going to hear speak in just a few minutes. First of all, I want to thank our sponsors who have made this possible for us, and some of the community organizations who also have signed on: the Long Beach Center, the Palm Springs Gay and Lesbian Center, Our Family Coalition, based in San Francisco, Frontiers Magazine, of course, Proud Parenting and Gay Parent Magazine, Love, Honor, Cherish, and of course also a special thank you to the staff here at the Village for making this possible, and to the Pop Luck Club for helping us promote this event. Right now I want to turn things over to Ron Poole-Dayan, who is the Executive Director and co-founder of Men Having Babies, who is going to tell us a little bit more about the organization, about the event, and about some of our exhibitors who are here today.
So thank you guys for coming. I know there are quite a few people who at least registered, if they're not here yet, from places as far as Hong Kong, Las Vegas, New Mexico, San Jose, San Francisco. So this is great. We're very happy to see you here, and I know more people are going to be trickling in as we go. Men Having Babies is a program that started at the LGBT Center in New York. We've been doing a seminar like this for several years. By the time, about a year ago or 2 years ago, we started getting requests from other places, first and foremost friends from Paris, and then NELFA, an organization in Europe that asked us to help put together events or seminars about surrogacy there. And that, along with our desire to provide more online resources, including our surveys and rating tables, as well as our long desire to do something about the issue of affordability and how to help people be able to go through this process if they're unable to finance it on their own. Those motivations caused us to start an independent organization, which we incorporated last year. And this is not even our first year anniversary as such. We've had several events, 2 events since we incorporated, one in New York that really ended up being more significant and elaborate than the ones we had prior to incorporating. And we had a pretty big one in Tel Aviv in February. And we're so glad to be here in Los Angeles for the first time. And we hope this will become also an annual event. So what we do here is this is basically a Surrogacy 101 program. It's not going to make any of you experts other than the ones who are already. And, but it is intended to give you some lay of the land, like, at least understand what are the moving parts in the process, what questions to ask. You have sponsors you'll hear from in a minute that will be available at the exhibit, so you have obviously noticed them as you walked in. There are also breakout sessions that are in your programs that you should make a point as you're hearing from people up here, and as you are talking to them maybe during lunchtime, make a point to see who you would like to hear more about, and those are going to be the sessions we're going to have later on, I think 3:30 p.m. Just a quick word about, as I mentioned, one of our mission, focus of our mission is the financial assistance, or what we call now the Parenting Assistance Program, which we will have applications available for in the next week or two. That program will allow people to have access to some broader, assistance program that would include some discounts from many of the sponsors here and elsewhere that have already committed to doing so, as well as access to a program that run by EMD Serrano, who's one of our sponsors here, a pharmaceutical that has a lot of the medications you'll need in the process that you'll be able to get in a discount as well. People who pass a certain threshold of income and other, scrutiny, basic scrutiny will be exercising at that level, will have access to that, plus a channel that will allow them to do financing with friends and family with our help of matching funds, as well as we will help you set up something like a GoFundMe, if you know, like one of those crowdfunding sources. Beyond that, people who will be advancing to our second tier will be able to get either cash grants to help them further with the process, and hopefully also, and we have some of those already committed, free services from agencies and clinics. And that is intended to make it possible for people who probably wouldn't have been able to become parents altogether to be able to go through this process of biological parenting, basically. So this is what we set out to do. As Jason said, we really thank our sponsors who are here, since a big chunk of your sponsorship fees is already going to this financial assistance part of the program. And we will, learn as we move forward, and we hope this will become something that we can do for many years to come.